So you've added a guitar solo in your song and it sounds great, but you want it to sound big, wide and powerful and blend in well in the mix. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you the very first step to an awesome sounding guitar solo. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming mixing tutorials. And if you want your song professionally mixed and mastered, check out the link in the description. So without further ado, let's dive into Logic. So it's really important that the guitar solo is panned the right way to really create its own space in the mix. So in this case, we're gonna have the rhythm guitars all the way to the left and all the way to the right. We have two rhythm guitars, right? So one in the left and one in the right. And you wanna make sure that the guitar solo is relatively centered. I would go for a slight panning to either the left or the right. So that would be a panning of around 15%. And you don't want to pan your guitar solo too drastically because you want to keep it nice and centered to really kind of maintain the focus of the guitar solo. I'm going to pan my guitar solo slightly to the right. And let's just take a listen to this. And what it sounds like. So there it is. So what we have to do after we've panned the guitar solo is to focus on the EQ because we have two rhythm guitars spread it out and we have a solo. And there's going to be some clashes when it comes to frequencies because we have guitars that are very mid-rangey and the rhythm guitars can easily kind of drown the solo if you have too much frequencies going on in the same frequency space, so to say. So what I actually did on the rhythm guitars is that I did a relatively subtle cut at the 2K area on these rhythm guitars. And I did that because the guitar solo has a lot of frequency content going on at 2K, which means that it will sound a bit more defined if I do a subtle cut on the rhythm guitars. Now we're going to talk about delay on the guitar solo. I've actually added, you can see here on bus 6, there's a delay. It's relatively subtle. It doesn't create a very echoing feeling, but it does create some more thickness to the guitar solo. So let's take a listen to it without the delay. And with a delay. Let's increase the delay quite a bit just to make it more noticeable. So here it is again without the delay. So it really makes the solo sound a bit wider because the delay is on the left side and on the right side. It just makes it sound bigger and more exciting to listen to. And it gives the guitar solo some more character. But what you want to keep in mind is like the more delay you have on your guitar solo, the more far away it will sound. So if you're looking to make it sound a bit more present, I suggest having a bit of a subtle delay. But if you really want that big epic guitar solo where it's just all over the stereo field, I would definitely increase the delay. Although it would sound a bit more further away, it won't sound very upfront, but obviously it's going to depend a bit on the context. And in this case, I would go for a fairly moderate setting on the delay. I still want to maintain the presence. I don't want it to sound too far away, so let's just keep it moderate on this one. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. If you learned something from it, smash that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. I'm uploading mixing tutorials on a regular basis. So until then, keep creating, keep mixing, and I'll see you in the next video.